Hello, pile number one. Welcome to today's reading. Today I'm doing This is the person you'll marry. So I'll describe the person and any signs and synchronicities, anything else that you need to know about this person. I'll finish the reading off with some guidance as well. This is the crystal you chose. This is a selenite heart. This is the crystal you chose. Let's start the reading. Take what resonates, ignore what doesn't. This is a general reading. Always keep that in mind. If you want to book a personal reading with me, all the links will be down in the description. So let's start. Let's take these two cards first. So here we have the Archer. It says biding your time, planning ahead. We also have the Priest. Look at this. This kind of reminds me of the Sun. I don't know why. It says the Priest, perseverance and faith. Though this energy we would connect with Jupiter. So overall, what's the energy that I'm picking up? Firstly, you could notice the person's eyes. You might be drawn towards their eyes. This person could have Sagittarius placements because we have the bow and arrow connected to the sign of Sagittarius. If you follow nakshatras, I'm getting Purva and Uttara Ashada. So this could be a person who believes in religion, religious person, spiritual person, higher philosophy, something like that. Even if they're not religious, they could be into stoicism or some sort of philosophy or some sort of a guru or a mentor, someone that they believe in. This person definitely is open to having those sorts of conversations. There's someone who is very focused. Some of the people picking this pile, maybe they could even be into hunting or fishing, something like that. With the bow and arrow. They could work in the army, military, something with defense. They could be a good planner also. Person with ambition and desire. That's the energy I'm getting. Someone with goals. Hardworking person. Intellectual also. You will notice these qualities about this person. Person of faith. They could be into law of manifestation or law of assumption, something like that. It's not just about philosophy or religion. The person could believe in a higher power, higher source. They could be into these sorts of topics. And they could be also open to discussion. Certain people, they're very closed off, very, they're very quick to get offended. And they're not willing to have these sorts of conversations. Whereas this person could be very broad-minded, positive person, optimistic, patient person, mature also I'm getting. They can be well educated as well. Open to learning, broad-minded. They could ask a lot of questions. This is what I'm getting so far. We also have here doctor, you can see. So person could be a doctor, they could be some sort of a healer. They don't have to be a doctor specifically, but this person brings healing to other people in one way or another. So they could be maybe into even some unconventional form of healing, maybe Reiki healing, because I'm noticing the hands here. So with Reiki, I think you heal with hands or crystals, if I'm not wrong. So they could be some sort of healer, even psychologist, therapist, or like a doctor itself. Something about bringing healing to other people. Maybe talking about even having discussions and discourse about these things, like a motivational speaker as well. They could be some sort of a leader also, people that someone that people look up to and learn from. Very inspirational sort of a person. This is a person who, if you have an interaction with, you don't necessarily think about the person, you think about the things they talked about. So this person stirs up maybe certain emotions or things that other people have not thought about. So they bring forth meaningful conversations. That's what I'm getting so far. Deep thinker as well. They could seem very secure as well and self-confident. Again, we have the hand. So something with hands, maybe their job is connected to it. We have Jupiter in Aries, enterprise. They could be an independent worker, someone who is doing their own thing. They're their own boss, or someone good with business, starting new things. That's what I'm getting. Self-dependent, that's the energy I'm getting. Also a person who believes in destiny, and they could also come across as someone successful, lucky as well, fortunate. And they could seem like a person full of gratitude also. That's what I'm getting. Hardworking also. I'm not saying person born with a silver spoon, things have been easy for them. No. But they make the best of things. This is a person who's resourceful. They could be a businessman or some independent work. They could be doing contract work or something. There is a level of independence in their work and career. And they're good with starting new projects. They're good with ideas also. And destiny, and like I said, something with hands could be there. Or like I said, maybe Reiki healing, even palmistry. Yeah, something like that. Here we have moon in Aries, protection. So Aries is repeating twice here. They could have Aries placement. They could be very blunt and honest. Person who speaks the truth or very honest. And also, they're very transparent. You get what you see with them. This is not the sort of person to play games. Protective also, perhaps they have a special connection with children and animals. They connect well with them. Person could be intuitive. Person who does well in nature. They could enjoy going out in nature. Adventurous, perhaps that way. You know, someone who's into going for hiking, safari, stuff like that I'm getting. And they could be close with their mother, or someone who's good with kids, and someone looking for kids also, maybe wanting to build a family or something along those lines I'm getting. Protective person and sweet, tender, emotional intelligence is high. Let me fix this. I'm getting a mix of both masculine and feminine energy. So someone who seems very balanced. Here we have the moon. So moon makes a person sensitive. Person who can pick up on other people's emotions. And motherly instinct is there. So their job could be something about healing, and like I said, like a therapist or something. Because we connect moon with feelings, right? So as a therapist, you're looking into a person's feelings. They could be intuitive. They could be for some of you, light worker, or someone who's into astrology, occult, something offbeat, unconventional as well. But moon here speaks about a person who can make a connect with other people. This person can find the common ground and connect with anyone. So this is their special trait. Someone who makes other people feel understood, listened to, heard. You know, that's the energy I'm getting. And they could be sensitive. They could be a foodie also. A person could have round face, round features, good looking. Overall, when I speak about physical features, I can see this person will be the one that you'll marry, pile number 1. You'll notice their eyes, their hands, and they could have rounder features, and they will be good looking. Moon gives good looks to a person, more than even Venus, I've noticed. When there's an influence of moon on the 7th lord, 7th house, Libra, the zodiac sign of Libra, I've noticed the spouse is beautiful. So that's what I'm getting. Beautiful spouse, popular person, maybe a lot of people are into this person, a lot of people courting this person, and someone around people, they could have a certain level of fame also. So someone who's known for their work. Popularity also comes in with the moon. You will feel like a comforting sense with this person. Yeah. Chariot. Speaking of moon, we also have Chariot. We connected with the zodiac sign of Cancer. So there could be Cancer placements here. You could have Cancer placements. I'm also noticing 2 fishes. So Pisces, water element is strong. And Jupiter usually does well in water signs. So Jupiter gets exalted in Cancer. Why is that? Because you're connecting with the emotions, you're understanding things. So that is wisdom. Intellectual ability is connected with ideas. So the mind. So we can connect it with air element. Whereas water is about emotions, understanding. There's depth to it. So that's why Jupiter does well in water signs. Here I'm picking up the energy of a person who's wise, not just intellectual, and hardworking, someone who wants to progress in life. Again, I see this forward motion energy, person who wants to achieve things, person who has questions, they want to have different experience, they want to travel, explore the world, This will be the energy of the person overall. Someone who has a goal, someone who has plans, someone who is asks different or difficult questions, someone who wants to grow, evolve in their life. Chariot we can also connect with a little bit of this energy of like a leader, we can say, someone who takes charge of things. So you would feel like when you meet this person, you're in the presence of a person who's important or someone who calls the shot. They kind of have this air of leadership quality about themselves. And I also personally connect chariot with a little bit of this energy of business, enterprise, independent work, bringing something to light. This person could also have a child or a pet, is what I'm getting. And there could be a little bit of distance involved when you meet this person, because moon we also connect with travel. So perhaps this could start as a long distance connection. And there could be a bit of travel involved. Maybe even the person could travel for work quite a bit. I'm just getting distance, travel, movement and variation. So remember those things. Maybe this will help you understand who this person could be in future. And maybe they kept long hair at one point of time. You will be drawn towards their eyes, I can see that. And person with good ideas, imagination. They could also generally give good advice. They could be a person who's generous. So maybe people who spend money on donations and different causes. That's the energy I'm getting. And I also connect Rohini with this energy. Rohini Nakshatra, if you're familiar, Rohini was considered the most beautiful wife or bride of the moon god. Moon god had 27 wives. These are the 27 nakshatras. So Rohini was his favorite. So again, the most good looking one, the most charming, charismatic one, and someone who connects with people, the masses. That's why I was picking up this energy of the moon. Someone who's everyone's favorite. So the favorite of the family, favorite of the friends. This is the energy of your person. Everyone loves them, everyone likes them, and they make other, there's that quote, it's not about what you did for the person, or it's mainly people remember you by how you made them feel. This is that energy, a person who makes other people feel good. That's why I'm getting this energy of psychologist, therapist, doctor, healer, light worker. So they could have certain job connected to this, but they're really good at this quality. Someone who even commands a bit of respect as well. They could be fond of traveling, like I said, and a little bit of adventurous streak is there. Wanting to travel, wanting to explore things, having questions, curiosity. These are the things I'm picking up. So remember those. I also pulled a couple of cards to give you certain advice. Maybe spirit wants to give you advice. You can follow it or ignore it. It's up to you. I'm just sharing what I'm seeing in the cards. So here you got keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So perhaps spirit is saying the person you'll end up marry will be very different than the person you usually go for, your type, or the people you've dated in the past. So keep an open mind, a broad mind, which is going hand in hand with the reading, because we got Jupiter energy. Jupiter is broad-mindedness. So keep that in mind. Here we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So you will feel a strong sense of attraction towards this person. I got that with the moon also. Moon gives beauty. So someone beautiful, attractive, that will be the energy of your person. You will be strongly attracted to that person. You will notice their eyes, perhaps facial features. Okay. And one final card that you got was commitment, number 4. So number 4 could be significant. Do we have any other numbers? We have 1 from Aries, that's repeating. We have 7 here. Moon we can also connect with 4 or 2. So these are the numbers. Maybe there's something here, and there could be a bit of mirroring. Though we had the message of someone who's different than your usual type. Maybe you're into dating people who are opposite to you. So you're meant to date perhaps someone who's similar to you, same personality, or there will be strong mirroring energy. Once you meet the person, you'll see certain alignment. We see the moon again repeating here. So they will be good looking. Maybe you could meet the person at night time or something like that. Pusha, Anuradha Nakshatra also I'm noticing with the lotus. But overall, what am I picking up? They will be good looking. They will be graceful, classy, intelligent, wise person. Someone subdued. This is not a person who makes a big show or attracts attention, but normally everyone looks at them, gives them certain amount of respect, and they command a presence also. There will be certain mirroring going on. Once you meet the person, you will notice signs and synchronicities. Okay, so keep that in mind. These are some of the signs you can look for when you're trying to figure out who this person could be. And commitment here could be a message for you. You need to commit to the person wholly. Maybe commitment is an issue for you, maybe for this person, I'm not sure, but maybe there will be mutual commitment right off the bat. So take it as it resonates. Maybe there will be a strong desire to get partnered up with this person, or something here where maybe you need to work on commitment. So take it as it resonates. This was the reading for you. I hope you guys enjoyed and it made sense to you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you want to book with me, all the links will be down in the description. Thank you for watching. Any sort of feedback you can leave for me, please like, share, subscribe. That helps support the channel. And I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Hello pile number 2. Welcome to today's reading. Today I'm doing, this is the one you will marry. This is your future spouse. So I'll give you the characteristics, any other signs and synchronicities that you need to know, and I'll finish the reading off with some guidance. So let me change the crystal. This is the crystal you chose. This is a sodalite. Let me put it here. Let's start your reading. If anyone wants to book a reading with me, all the links will be down in the description. Let's start. We have the Hound. It says loyalty chains promises. We have the Acolyte, new projects, learning. So what am I seeing here? The Hound does make me think of, maybe this is a person who's a fan of Game of Thrones, maybe. But the Hound makes me think of the wolf pack. It's giving me family energy, or like pack energy. So they could be someone who is perhaps close to their family, their friends. This is the sort of a person who's a pack builder. This is not someone who's overly independent, or we can say they maintain relationships in their life. Relationships could be important, family, friends, or they're really good with social settings or having social skills and getting along with people. They could be really good at that. We have loyalty. Person is loyal. They're also committed. This is the sort of person who will commit to a person. So if they like someone, they want to date that person. There could be a strong sense of loyalty also. As you meet the person, you could form a strong bond very quickly. And there's someone who is kind of tied by their promises. Someone who takes promises very seriously. So if they say something, they will commit to it. They will follow through. This is not someone who lies or like makes bold statements and then runs away from them. Maybe there's someone who's honorable. Kind of like Ned Stark in Game of Thrones. If they give the word, they will follow through with it. That's the energy I'm getting. Here it says new projects and learning. So they could be someone who maybe is studying or doing some sort of degree or course when you meet the person. So some sort of study could be going on. Maybe there's a connection of school. Maybe you went to the same school, college. There could be a connection like that. Or this person will come across as someone who loves to learn. Very curious. Maybe they could have Gemini placements. Certain placements make a person more curious, and there's a desire to learn new things, and always person is doing some sort of a course or learning something new, full of ideas, hobbies. That's the energy I'm picking up. They could be also someone who's really good at projects, starting new things. Certain people are better at starting things, and certain other people are better at finishing those projects. So this person is definitely good at the starting part. They could be someone who's full of ideas as well. Maybe some idea or some sort of invention, or like a big goal or desire they could have that they want to manifest into reality. A bit of dreamy energy, dreamer vibes I'm getting. Someone who wants to make it big. They could have like a specific goal also in life. That's what I'm getting. A bit of manifestor energy as well. Here we have gift. I don't know why this also looks like an offering to me. Here we have gift and child. So they could be younger than you, pile number 2. They could be someone who has a child. They could be good with children, or maybe a person who wants to have kids. So take it as it resonates. They could have the childlike nature also of a dreamer. And like I said, younger than you, student energy, curiosity, they want to learn, grow. They could look younger than their age. They could have facial features that makes them look young. They will be fond of giving people gifts. This is a person who gives thoughtful gifts, and their love language could be giving gifts. Even spending quality time. This is what I'm getting so far. Okay. Here we have Saturn in Taurus, ostentation. We have Sun in Libra, harmony. This is debilitated Sun. So this person will be someone who does not have a big ego. They get along with people very easily. I've seen people with exalted Sun. They are the one who have strong ego. Sometimes they can be a little full of themselves also. Really depends on the entire chart, but this is the exact opposite. Someone who gets along. These sort of people actually excel in business because you're supposed to serve the clients. Client is the king. It's not you, the person running the business. It's the client who's the king. So you need to have this sense of, we can say, diplomacy in a way. Someone who can make person feel important and not have that ego, coming from a place of ego. So this person, I feel like they're not egoistic, and they also are willing to listen and compromise. This is a good quality they have. They seem very humble, down to the ground. And they will be willing to compromise in the relationship also. I've also noticed with this sort of a placement, these people tend to get dominated easily. So for example, it depends where this placement is happening in terms of marriage. This could even be a person where the spouse kind of dominates the person and they listen to the spouse. So pile number 2, maybe you're the dominating kind. Maybe you have strong masculine energy. This person could have slightly more feminine energy, or the masculine planets could be a little weak in the chart. That's Sun, Mars and Jupiter. But it's not negative. It's just person is more sensitive and they're more compromising. They love harmony. They don't like confrontation. They don't like fighting. So they just make amends. They compromise and they want to make the spouse feel loved. And they love harmony. They don't like fights. They like easiness. They like when things are serene, quiet, peaceful. Person who's very peace loving. That's the energy I'm getting. They could be also someone who likes to show off a little. Maybe they have a bit of style. They're into fashion. They like to dress really nice. They're flamboyant, ostentatious with their style, or perhaps their house. They could be really into aesthetics. Certain people, they enjoy that. They love going shopping. They love interior decor, or they love fashion, doing their makeup in a specific way. So that's the energy I'm getting with this pile, where they could be into aesthetics or making things more beautiful. And they could be someone who has a lot of money. Maybe they wear designer clothes, or they like to show off a little bit. Maybe they have good money. And they could be a business person, so perhaps they could make money quickly or easily, or they enjoy these things. Either they enjoy it. Certain people, they just keep shopping, buying new stuff. They enjoy it. Or they like traveling or something. There could be a hobby. Like for men, this could even be sneakers, watches, or maybe video games or something like that. Something they could spend on, or something that they're extravagant about. They have an air of luxury. They enjoy that. For females, obviously, like I said, they could be into fashion and clothes, makeup, all of that. But there's this energy of a bit of show off, trying to impress people and looking there nice, looking very put together, elegant. This sort of person who always wants to dress really nice when they step out of the house, or they want to maintain a certain image. They want to be perceived in a certain way. These things could be important to this person. Next up, we have 12th house, Pisces energy. So there could be Pisces placements, like I said. Now, one more thing with Pisces. Let's say once you meet the person, they could show up in your dreams. That could be a sign for you. Pile number 2, this person showing up in your dreams again and again, or randomly you start thinking about this person. Then this could be a sign that this is the one you'll marry. What else? You could feel a very strong intuitive pull towards this person, like this person from a past life or something like that. When they're not around, you might miss them a lot. Okay, I'm just giving you some hints. Now, as far as this person is concerned, they could be someone who's good at social settings. They could have Libra placements. They could be a business person, but this person could really enjoy some alone time also. They like to recharge their batteries by spending time in isolation, spending time by themselves. They could also have an amazing imagination. I'm seeing acolyte and 12th house coming out together. This shows a person full of ideas, great imagination. It really depends. A person, for some of you, it could be a writer. For others of you, this could be a person who is like a business person. They're running a business. They could even have perhaps a jewelry business. For that, you would need Taurus placements also. But anyway, point is, 12th house is connected with isolation, spending time by yourself, even vacationing, or spending time in your own room, not going out of the house. Or even 12th house is connected with vacation, going on a holiday, a retreat. It says healing, spiritual development, Akashic records. So person could be into those things. Maybe they like to recharge their batteries by doing any of these things. Maybe water. They love spending time by the water, going to the ocean, or going abroad. One more sign could be this person could be from a different culture, community, caste, or country than you. Maybe they have an accent. Maybe they grew up in your own city, but then they moved abroad. So there could be a bit of foreign element also to this person. 12th house, we connect with foreign lands. This could even be like a long distance connection between the two of you in the beginning, or there could be some sort of foreign element. Keep that in mind. This is not advice, but like a heads up. Certain things I'm picking up with this person. They could also be slightly quiet. I can see that. Maybe they don't speak as much. A little quiet. They could be a good listener. And like I said, person could show up in your dreams. There could be really strange synchronicities that will happen once you meet the person. I'm getting that strongly with this specific pile. Okay, keep that in mind. We also have Hermit here. This is the card we connect with Virgo energy. There could be Virgo placements. Now this again speaks about isolation. 1111 on the timer. They will feel like a soulmate to you, pile number 2. And we did choose the blue crystal also, similar to this card that I'm seeing right here, Hermit. They could be a little quiet, emotionally slightly distant. Maybe this person, they will be nice, they will charm you, they will be fun to talk to, because Libra energy is there. Libra makes a person very diplomatic, charming. They know how to talk to people, connect with people, and even, let's say, sell their product or service. They're good at that. But to strike a emotional connection or form a bond with this person, you will have to invest time into this connection. They will maybe seem a little closed off. This is the sort of person who might not have social media, or might delete their social media, or this person who goes missing, MIA, out of the blue, and they'll resurface after like a week or so. So they might have that tendency to run away and spend time by themselves. They might love isolation. They might love a specific place they like to go for a retreat or for a vacation. Intelligent person, intellectual abilities will be there, and a little secretive, a little mysterious, but you kind of have to earn their trust or spend a lot of time with them, because here also I'm noticing Saturn. And I didn't pick up this earlier, but Saturn in Taurus, person speaks less, because Taurus is connected with speech. Saturn restricts things, slows things down. So person who's not quick to talk. Yeah, so they will be slightly quiet. Humble person, hardworking. Okay, and foreign element can be there, like I said. Let's look at some cards. I pulled cards for advice also. Maybe some message you need to hear from spirit in regards to this connection or this person. Take it only if it resonates. You can ignore it if you want to, because this is just guidance. We are worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. This is even, we can see angels here. So I'm drawn towards this little, I don't know what is it called, antler or something, I don't know. Looks like a mythical creature, angelic presence. So this person will come at divine timing. I think you will have to wait a little bit. We do have Saturn's influence, so maybe things are delayed in your case, but have patience. Person is coming in. This person is worth waiting for. This will be your dream partner. We have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Maybe this is current advice, someone you're with, or this could even be telling you, let's say you meet the person, there could be red flags in the beginning. If you don't speak up, that dynamic could continue. So the advice could be for you to notice the red flags, speak up about it. That will help you build a healthier relationship in the future. Or this could be current advice. Right now you're dealing with someone, maybe spirit is saying pay attention to the red flags and maybe wait a little bit for your right partner. Now one more card that you got. Here we have number 27. Pay attention to the numbers. We have 12 here. This is 11, or is it 9? Actually it's 9. 9, 12, 7, 2, 27. It says the sacred women. This speaks about a lady who has standards, who has boundaries. She does not let anyone dictate her life. She calls the shots. And this is also that energy of not letting someone else choose you. You know how with women we just tend to wait for someone to approach us and then we decide if we want to be with that person or not. Sacred women is more about you make the choice. You pick the one that you like. You go for that person. You don't wait for someone to pick you. So this could be advice for you. Again, I'm noticing these two cards together and I feel like it's almost as if it's advice for you right now, where maybe you're wrong with the wrong person, or you don't have strong enough boundaries, or you don't have high enough standards. You ignore red flags. So certain things maybe you need to work on. That's why you kind of having to wait a little bit for your partner. You could even be in isolation right now, maybe going through a breakup or separation or something like that. So this could be a time to look for these, ask these questions, look for the answers to this question. Hermit also speaks about looking for the answer. So maybe this is also advice for you, where certain things you need to work on, notice, be more self-aware. So take it if it resonates, ignore if it doesn't. This was the reading for you, pile number 2. I hope it resonated and you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Leave your feedback there. If you want to book a personal reading with me, links will be down in the description. If you want to support the channel, leave a like, subscribe, all of that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys. Hello pile number 3, welcome to today's reading. Today I'm doing, this is the one you'll marry. So I'll be telling you about your future spouse, their characteristics, anything that wants to come through, certain signs and synchronicities you can look out for, and I'll be finishing the reading off with some advice. So watch it till the end. This is the crystal that you chose. This is a green aventurine, if I'm not wrong. Let's put it here. And let's start your reading. If anyone wants to book a reading with me, all the links will be down in the description. Let's start with these two cards. We have here the storyteller, viewpoints, control, the founder, foundations, community. This could be a person who's close to their family, or person who's close to their roots, maybe proud of where they come from. I'm just trying to fix the cloth. Anyway, coming back to this card, they could be someone who's really good at conversation, fun to talk to, charismatic, charming, amazing storyteller. They could always have amazing stories that they have to tell. I'm thinking of on the Joe Rogan's podcast, there's a specific guest. I think his name, what is his name? Yeah, Uncle Joey. You know, every time he comes on the show, everyone loves him. They always say he has amazing stories. So I'm just giving you an example where this person could be full of stories or anything, even if they share a small little anecdote or something, even small tiny detail from their day, they make it sound very interesting. So this person is someone who adds a bit of flair, drama, excitement, entertainment to everything that they do, and amazing with conversation, amazing to talk to. And they could be someone who's really into, let's say, music, movies. They have amazing recommendations, someone like that. That's what I'm getting. Interesting person. This is a person you always want to listen to their take on certain topics, or you want to ask this person's advice. So this is some special quality in them, charisma, charm that they carry. They could be really good in, let's say, they connect really well with their family or their roots or where they come from, their city. They could be very proud of that. And they're good at forming a community. So this person could make a good influencer also, because they have the ability to connect to a crowd and form a crowd or an audience as well. They could be perhaps even in the movie industry, film industry, or something that's connected with arts, entertainment, storytelling in one way or another. And good with building a following, like I said. Foundation also, the founder, they could start a foundation, they could start a movement. They're good with charging people up, influencing people. That's what I'm picking up so far. And they also look at things from a different perspective. So they have a unique perspective on things. Here we have thoughts. So this shows a very intellectual person. They could have strong placements in the air sign. That's why they're always thinking, and they love discussions. They love expressing themselves or having conversations with people. This is the energy I'm getting. We have hope. So they are someone who could bring hope to other people. Optimistic, like a motivational speaker or someone who guides other people. Maybe they could write self-help books as well, or something about bringing hope to people. Very optimistic person, or someone who wants to do good for the humanity or something along those lines. Maybe environmental conscious sort of a person. They want to bring a positivity to other people's life. That's what I'm seeing so far. Here we have independence. This is moon in Aquarius. So yes, they could be famous. They could get social media fame also. Independent person. They could do independent business or a job that is important to them. They feel like, okay, I'm making a difference. I'm doing something for the community. I'm doing something for the world or for the betterment of society. This energy does come in from Aquarius as well. And moon is sitting here. So this is important for this person. They could take their work very seriously. They could put a cause on a pedestal, something very important to them. They could have close friends also. I feel like they could possibly make good connections in their life, people who help them out or important people that they're friends with. So they could have, they could be an influencer themselves, or they could be in connect with influencers, people who matter, important people. And independent person. So someone who thinks for themselves. They have unique ideas, unique perspective. They have this sense of brilliance. This is what makes them stand out. Their independence. They don't copy other people. They're original. That's what I'm getting. Here we have Venus in Pisces, submission. This also, I've always seen this placement with people who are wanting to do something for the betterment of the society. This person is very devoted, loyal, and something connected with donations. 12th house Pisces energy has come out in all three piles. So you would feel, I think one strong thing that I'm getting with this particular pile is pile number 3. You will meet this person and you would feel like this person has a good heart, or they're working for a good cause. This is something you will get. They seem very devoted. They seem very loyal, committed to their goals, and even as a partner, they would make a committed partner. They could have good money also, but I feel like they would be generous. This is a person who spends a lot, perhaps, or big expenditure, or not afraid of spending money, not stingy. They could work towards like a cause for the animal, maybe some NGO or something like that as well, I'm getting. And intuitive, you will feel an intuitive connection towards this person. There's a sensitivity to them. That's what I'm getting so far. We also have here birth, Venus in Cancer. So they could make a lot of money. They could spend a lot of money also. And maybe someone with a child. Same thing has come out in all three piles. Something with Pisces, something with a kid or a child. So they could be a mother or a father already, or this person could bring about something important, because birth is not just birthing a child or a human. You can birth an idea, you can birth a foundation or a movement or something important. So this person could bring something about. I'm noticing a lot of Venus and Moon energy, which is connected with creation, creativity. So this could be a person who is artistic, creative, or they have a unique vision, something they want to bring to life, something with maybe helping other people, something for kids or animals, or something connected with donation, betterment of the humanity, environment, something like that. And they could have that emotional side as well. They can also be someone who's good with kids. children, maybe someone who wants to be a father or a mother, or someone who maybe takes care of the family, let's say the sibling or someone else in their family who they take on the responsibility for, something like that. But giving birth to something important. Their work or their business could be like their child, something they hold very dearly and strongly. Certain people, they're very indifferent about the work that they do. They're just doing it for a paycheck. This is not the energy. This person really deeply cares about their work or something they want to do or achieve. That's what I'm getting. Or business minded, good with ideas, good with creating wealth, generating wealth, attracting wealth to them. Or this person could be working for a business where they might be serving female clients, perhaps something with cosmetics or something with serving women or kids, or like I said, something with donation or generosity that I was getting. But good with ideas. Birth is creating new things. We have 8th house. This is Scorpio energy. So this person will be someone who will be like an outlier or a black sheep, something controversial about this person. When you meet them, maybe you might not like them right off the bat. You might not actually dislike them in the beginning. Your opinion of the person could change over time. 8th house is transformation. So they are someone whose presence is not that likable. Maybe they seem harsh, or it's easy to misunderstand this person. This could be something you have to keep in mind. Your opinion could change, or this person is a little controversial, a little maybe bad reputation also, or just this energy of not the most likable. Not everyone likes this person. That's what I'm getting. A little secretive, emotionally distant. You will have to work hard to connect with this person. Maybe they take a little bit of time in opening up. It says investments, intensity, intense person. For sure, I was getting that. Contracts, sex, erotic, capital, secrets, mysteries, obsessions, inheritance, kundalini, energy, stalking the underworld. So this is a person who's not everyone's cup of tea. They're also intense, passionate, strong person, strong persona. People have a strong reaction to this person. Your opinion of them could change. And a person who's changed a lot in their life, maybe a person who keeps on transforming, or they go towards difficult things. They like challenges. They like to be challenged. They like overcoming challenges. So someone who does not want an easy way out in life, someone who does not want an easy paycheck. They want to do something significant. They might also be drawn towards more of like conspiracy things, or something that's not mainstream. They don't like mainstream things. They like offbeat stuff. Maybe they're into occult, astrology, all these things. Something more taboo. And they could also come across as very physically appealing, or a little bit of this energy of, certain people, they have that intensity and vibe, like a dark feminine for women, or for men, they could have that bad boy sort of a image or fashion or something like that. But it's very physically appealing. So they could have that X factor is what I'm getting. For tarot, here we have justice. So justice oriented person, I got that earlier as well. And a little harsh. Maybe first impression is not that soft, mellow, warm. We have 2 of cups. This person could be very different than you, or you might not like them in the beginning. This could be a person who's different than your usual type, the usual person that you tend to date, but you will feel a strong soulmate connection with this person. Okay, definitely there could be maybe you could tell, okay, I might date this person, or commitment, because justice, we do connect with that Libra marriage energy. Soulmate energy is very intense, strong connection. You could even be like very clingy with one another perhaps. Strong reaction to each other. And like I said, they could be different than your usual type, or someone who's like exactly opposite. Opposite also attract. So yeah, they could be strong attraction towards one another. You can learn from each other, you can challenge each other, but you also kind of, how we say, the better half. So you make each other better. There could be a little bit of butting heads also, but something very alluring, magnetic about this person. You cannot run away, you cannot get away. You keep coming back to this person, in the sense that initially you might not like them, but then you feel like this is the one for me, this is the one. You might get that intuition. You might not accept it initially, but then you'll surrender. That's what I'm getting. So take the message or advice that resonates with you. Let me finish it off with certain cards that I pulled. For advice here we have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. We have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So you will get a strong soulmate energy from this person, but there could be certain obstacles. Maybe pile number 3, this message is for you where you need to have more self-love. Or you might even go through, let's say, a breakup or something like that, which affects you, or I don't know, some difficult energy that you will have to process or get through. Develop some self-love. Love yourself first. Feel independent and whole or loved on your own. That's when the love, this spouse will come into your life, when you are ready for a relationship. Truly ready for it, not just looking for it, but ready for it. Because here we have independence also. So becoming independent and self-sufficient by yourself, going through a transformation, that's when the person will show up. And you will get that. See, even here they're kind of clingy. So there will be like physical attraction might be very strong with this particular person. We have divine feminine, 11. The numbers could be significant. We have 11, 8, 12, 11 repeating, 11, 11. Maybe that's a sign. But the message here is, once you become the divine feminine, if you are female, you will have this person come in. If you are the masculine, once you connect with your masculine energy, the divine feminine will come into your life. And I was getting this energy of creation, moon, birth, right? So you will come together, you will make each other better. You could even work together perhaps in future, or something about just coming together and then everything aligns. Your career, your life purpose, everything aligns. You make each other better. And something lucky, important, abundant could also happen to you once you meet this person, or once you start dating or get together. You might enter your divine feminine energy or your creative energy. Things will start working out. We have the gardener here, 16. This is more masculine energy. So once you're independent, for as long as you're independent, you don't have this partner, embrace your masculine energy. This is tending to your garden. So become your best version, your higher version. That's when the partner comes in. So balancing the masculine and feminine for you. That's the advice, pile number 3. And I also get the sense that once you start to find yourself attractive, you start to love yourself. That's when the lover comes in. So this is the message for you. I hope this reading resonated. You can take the advice if you want to, if it resonates. Otherwise, it's fine if you already feel like, yeah, I'm my divine feminine person and I'm in my masculine energy for a guy. Then great, the person will come in. So yeah, that was the reading. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Leave some feedback. If you want to book a personal reading with me, all the links will be down in the description. If you want to support the channel, leave a like, subscribe, all of that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.